y'all.
Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
This program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That?
See That.
And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart
is
the new
gangster.
Baby.
And if you didn't know,
now you know.
Hey. Yeah, it's Wednesday.
It is. What's on your mind?
Hump Day.
Hump Day Wednesday. Yeah. I see you got jammed.
I did. Listen, I did. New hair alert. Mm-hmm. Wait, you can't. New hair alert. Mm-hmm. Call me Goldie.
Okay, it's Goldie. It's Goldie until it's not Goldie.
Yes. I love colors.
Okay.
So shout out to my hairstylist, Marion Davis.
You did a blue or something.
I did a blue. I done did a purple. I done did a burgundy. I done had white blonde, like a bleach blonde. I done kind of went around the little rainbow.
You did color. You said you like color.
That's
what you have done. For sure.
I don't mind like trying new things with my hair.
Right.
Let me say that.
Okay.
God, thank God. I think it's just hair.
Yeah.
I have a lot of it.
Okay.
I have a lot of it.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah. It's work.
It can be. Like when I was young, like when people used to braid my hair, I used to like book the appointment before, like get a price before they see my hair.
Like you lock it in before they see it.
Yeah. So lock it in, because then they be like, and then afterwards they be like, "Ooh, you done tricked me."
Ooh, you got me.
My sister Gina started out braiding hair before she's, because she's a stylist too, right?
Yep.
And boy, look at here.
Good morning, comedian Damian Davis. So she was your go-to.
She always. Okay. And so
y'all tapping in. Tell us where you're listening from.
Yeah. So but new hair alert, Marion Davis.
Yep.
Right. And Miss
Look, I'm smiling. I ain't gonna say.
Yeah, I know you. Y'all got
yeah. I ain't gonna say what I'm about to say.
Cause y'all go
we
way
go
back,
way
back. Good morning, Shayna.
Yeah, man. Good people's good family.
Mm-hmm.
Good people's.
I mean, honestly, if you're looking for like a good stylist that's really gonna kind of take care of your hair and stuff, I would highly suggest her. You know what I mean?
Mama Blue.
Yeah, she do her thing. Good morning, Mama Blue.
Yeah, y'all tap in. Tell us where you're listening from. And if you're in St. Pete, tell us what neighborhood you're in.
Oh. If you in St. Pete, tell you what neighborhood you in.
What neighborhood you in if you're in St. Pete. If you're somewhere else, tell us where you at.
Cause it's Wednesday. Somebody. Stacy in Fort Lauderdale. You know what? It's always
Fort Lickadale. All right.
You know, I love to see the people.
Shout out to Slick Vic and the Jam Pony Express.
Jam Pony. Do you think Jam Pony could come back right now?
Yes.
Like, I mean, I
know
hold
on. Jam Pony left?
No, I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't have Jam Pony tapes no more.
Yeah.
But remember, like,
I think they could, yeah.
Because it was just like a different era, like really when they came in. So I don't know, but he was just here.
Yeah, he's here. But I mean, it's us though. Like,
because we like,
we like that's kind of our back in the day.
Because remember, like yesterday, like Monday, we were talking about the car, right? And we rode around. The music was different. Like house parties was different.
Yes.
Like
yes.
We just kind of yeah.
Life was different.
It was.
Yeah, a whole lot different. So I see Botley Park, Charles Park. Okay, what's up, Maya?
Okay.
Tapping in, letting us know where y'all from, man. Where you at? Where you at in the city?
Are you? You know who we don't really shout out? Our YouTube subscribers and supporters. Because sometimes we get some phone calls from them and they be like, "We saw you on YouTube." So yeah, and then
shout out to Charlie.
Oh, Charlie.
Charlie called. Yeah,
Charlie.
Hey, I'm just new to the show.
What do y'all talk about? Everything.
Everything.
We
talk about you, Charlie. And you right, themoshollive.com.
So catch us. You got the replays because we're syndicated, y'all.
Yeah, themoshollive.com. Make sure y'all check it out. So, motivational. What's on your mind? Moment. The power of perspective. The power of perspective is so important. Yes. Your perception is your reality. That's right. And that's the piece of it. So have you had a situation where you had to change your perspective in order to make it move and do what you needed to do? Yes. Yeah. I have. Would you mind sharing? Is it one that you would share? I came in there because we're human and have how I want to say it. Like I've already had prejudgment. Or you know what I mean? I've already have put other people's expectations or their trauma on people that's not mine. Yeah. I hear that. You know, I don't know what word I'm looking for, but I prejudice. Right. I guess I prejudged at some point, and then realize, and you're human, and sometimes you go there, and then you be like, wait, hold on, because one thing is who you are to me doesn't mean that you are that to somebody else. That's right. Right. You may not have been a good friend to me. That doesn't mean that you're not a good friend. We just didn't go together. Yeah, just like you know, what I mean? Don't work for us. It didn't work for us. Our energy don't match. Yeah, right. So yeah, I have definitely came in there and realized like over the when you grow, you realize, and you know, I always stick with like I want the situation to be right. I don't have to be right. Yeah. So readjusting that and be like understanding that we might not get there the same way, but we want to get to the same place. Yeah. And that's one of them fundamentals when we start talking about unity is being clear, like we all trying to get to the same place. Now, how we decide or what we think is the best way to get there is what, you know, is the spot for debate and, you know, whatever. But knowing that we're clear on trying to actually get to the same spot is absolutely important. So, and, you know, dealing with people, your perception, because, you know, good morning. You'll be like, oh, that person's so mean. And you realize like they hurt. They're not mean, they're guarded. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's the difference.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Because then you see them and I be like, oh no, like you just don't understand them.
Yeah. I haven't met too many people that's just mean.
No, it's usually
like they usually mean for a reason. But once you get to know them, like they ain't really as mean as they present themselves to be. Yeah. I've experienced that also.
If you're looking for a good reading camp for your kids, Valerie's Little Thinkers. She has the reading clubhouse every Tuesday and Thursday. Miss Giles, put your information in there. I don't know if she accepted any kids for her daycare.
Okay.
But if you're looking for a good home daycare, but your kids are going to be educated.
Yeah, not just like babysitting.
No, it's not babysitting. It's a whole school. They go in there. All the kids know phonics. They know their numbers. They know they ready for kindergarten when they leave.
As they should be.
Yes.
Yeah. Especially with these prices. What they paying for childcare these days, my God. So another one of those topics. What's on your mind Wednesday? Childcare. Was it a comedian, a clip, or something I saw, and they were saying how aunties used to keep the kids and didn't charge. Now the aunties want to be paid for babysitting. I mean, I'm not upset. When back in the day, aunties didn't charge for babysitting. You just dropped the kids off. They knew what your struggle was.
But they be having struggles too. You know what I mean? Like everybody, like we're not in the economy where that can happen. Now, thank God. Like so. We come from
you crazy. But it's true.
Like you know what I mean? Like people be wanting handouts, but then they forget that like those people have bills and expenses, and then you drop your baby off and you don't offer no lunch.
Like it's all on
it's all on there. Like you just drop them off and you barely even got diapers. Come on now.
Yeah, now you got to do a little better than that.
Yeah, like so if you want
if they keeping them for free, you got to at least bring food,
something, snacks, milk for the house. Juice, things that
so maybe that's why aunties say I ain't with it no more.
Because they be taking advantage.
You just bring them, and now they eating up all my groceries and like leave them an AC on and lights on.
So home daycare, true story, because we got a guest today, right? Antonio Brown.
Competitive readers coming up.
Yes. And his grandmother babysitted us. She was the babysitter. Okay. But it was actually her.
That was her business?
That was her business.
Okay, gotcha.
But
but I can guarantee you that it was some people who used her services and didn't pay all the time.
Let me tell you, I think it was me and Tony.
Y'all was the ones that was getting dropped off and not.
Well, Tony, he grew up. That's his grandma. And then listen, and then honestly, even though she's my aunt, but she was my godmom as well. Okay, she was my godmom as well.
So she godmom / babysitter / tea grandma.
Yes, and auntie, all of it. Yeah.
So that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. So all is me, Keisha, Tony. It was a lot of kids came through her house. Okay. And she babysitted a lot of kids. Yeah. And Tony was always bad. Always.
He been bad. Well, he turned out all right though.
Yeah, he did.
He gonna be here.
He was always. Let me say, he was always advanced. Like Tony was climbing and jumping off stuff before he was one.
Okay, gotcha.
From everybody's story, because I was one. I was one with
behind him.
I'm a little older. I'm a little older, but not
old enough to remember.
But I remember the stories.
I hear that loud and clear. Well, that's what's up. All right, and then Maya, she says, "Good morning. What's on your mind Wednesday?" So. Good morning. I'm concerned about traffic on 11th Avenue South between 37th Street and 40th. What is going on with the process to slow down traffic? That's a great question.
Nothing.
I'm not sure. Well, I don't know because I know we have been working with some folks on 11th Avenue, and this was like a little bit prior to me coming to council, and then some stuff that we did after. But yeah, I just need to follow up and see if
that was a Qiana answer. I said nothing.
Said nothing. I don't know, but I know we did work with the neighbors to get a petition for them to get like speed humps and do some traffic calming. But I'm not sure if that was.
But see, on 37th,
40th.
Because on 11th there is speed humps
at certain points.
Like before.
But they did some construction over there on 44th. That's why I'm looking. I have to be a little more specific, Maya, to find out what's happening in your.
So like, I'm just thinking where Maya is at, right? Mm-hmm. I'm almost
37th, and
she's a little bit further down on 11, but like,
think about the hump.
It's a hump right before her house. I want to say
that's
or 40, right past.
So that'll be 40th.
Yeah, so like
the big hump is like 40th,
and then there's a couple of more when you get down to 49th. But you want me?
But that's like Prayer Tower up in there. Okay, I got
you. By Prayer Tower.
I don't think we did anything over there yet. I know we worked with like the residents over there where the mural is. Mm-hmm. We did that mural on 46th mm-hmm. Street. That was a part of traffic calming as well. And mm-hmm. then we also did a petition. So that was between like 46th and 43rd or mm-hmm. 44th, I think, is where we stopped. But then they did some construction over there. We had a speed bump. They did construction and removed it.
So the thing is, it's going to be really hard with the traffic because more people are moving in, more people, and they're building.
Here's the other thing too, Maya. I want to say we did the petition, and this may or may not be your area. I just got to find out. But we did do a petition for speed bumps, and then when they gave the notice that they were about to install them, the people who signed the petition had already moved, and the new people didn't want the speed bumps. So we was dealing with that.
Because you got speed bumps tear up your car.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely some stuff that come with it. Because Swell, good morning.
Good morning, Swell.
Yeah. So we did do like a traffic calming on 11th Avenue. Again, I have to pull the string and see if it's exactly where you are. But once they went to install them, they said that the residents was like, we no longer want them. Mm-hmm. And when they did the follow up to see if it was still them, it was like it was different people. The people who wanted them moved. So
okay.
So so that was kind of that issue. But I can follow up. I'll make sure that we.
But you know, it's so many people moving in. So I was
our neighborhoods don't look like they used to 10 years ago.
So while I'm listening to the news this morning, half sleep, but listening to it,
what's on your mind,
New York and all these places who have like all these buildings built up, and they're talking about like the water rising, right, and the flooding everywhere, and they're giving out a warning to stop building so much in other cities. Because it's not, the flooding is going to get worse. Remember how I said there's no dirt or nothing to soak up the extra water.
Yeah, that's why we had this flooding that we've been experiencing.
Right, and so they gave
this saturated,
and they was like warning, stop.
Okay,
kind of. That's really what it was saying. Like,
I hear that.
Like, stop. Now they're trying to figure out where to put patches of dirt and land to absorb the water. So that the cities are not flooding. So I hope dear old St. Pete is listening.
Yeah, they are. I hope. Because if not, it's going to be, we being confronted with it every single day.
And I think where we're at with it, we can slow up on some stuff.
Yeah. And the response that I've gotten when I ask that question, when we talk about that, is when you talk about stormwater runoff, right? I'm trying to figure out a short way to say this. Basically, the Public Works Administrator was saying that there's state laws and policies that the amount of water that's leaving the property before you build has to be the amount of water that leaves the property after you build. And so
that makes no sense.
Well, here's the thing. Like, let's say if you got, I'm going to use easy. If you got a gallon of water that's running off of your property where it's a house there, if you want to build a high rise or 3 houses, it still has to be a gallon of water running off into the system. And so the way that they do that, you'll see them building these retention ponds so that they can hold the water on the property and then have it run off into the system. So what they're saying, long story short, is they're saying that the state law prevents them from like doing stuff that's going to cause more stormwater runoff, because you have to account for that in your plan, even if it requires you to dig down.
Look, you heard in your plan. That doesn't mean that you have to execute it.
Yeah, you do, because it's inspections.
I know, but it's horrible. Because you think it's not working. Yeah. Like,
I'm not the apologist for the city. I'm just telling you what the
policy
is and the way it's supposed to go. Now, if they're doing it or not, that's That's a double click. A double click that we need to look at, because honestly, if we had what they say that they're saying, 34th Street wouldn't be flooding on a hard rain. 22nd Avenue North wouldn't be flooding in a hard rain. We don't live there all our life, and I've never rode up 34th Street. Yeah, but that's to your point though. Like, all your life is 40 plus years, and with the sea level rise and the way that climate change is happening, I tell you, this is another part of the way that ideally. So here we go. Mm-hmm. I don't want to but they're thinking about the sea level then, and they're not incorporating, because everybody don't believe in climate change, right? And all this other, so they're not incorporating that, like, the sea level was 10 feet lower than it is right now, and so their plans incorporate the 10 feet lower than the 10 feet higher. An example of that, what's up, Emily? An example of that is the wastewater treatment facilities. Yeah. And so the wastewater treatment facilities, if you remember during these last storms, they had to be shut down because of the threat of storm surge. And it's because they are right now at an elevation where they can handle, I think, like 6 or 8 feet of storm surge. But the projection was like 12 to 15 feet. And so what they're doing now, but that was like unheard of, right? Right. Like these storm surge numbers were like the stuff of, movies and imagination. Nobody ever imagined, we'll be facing a 15-foot storm surge from a storm. Right. And so when they designed it, they was like, okay, if the storm surge that we're experiencing is 3 to 4 feet, we'll build it at like 8 feet. Yeah. And 8 feet was like double what they ever expected. But now with what's happening with the climate, it's double what, you see what I'm saying? And so now, building. So now you got to elevate what you already built. But then the other piece of it is when they designed the sewer systems, they designed them to handle a certain amount of flow. Right. Right. And so to your point about 34th Street, and this is all just information that we get and we receive, asking these questions. The pipe system is designed right now to handle maybe 6 to 8 inches of rain in an hour, right? So if you do, 6 to 8 inches of rain in an hour, it's set to handle that. Yeah. But these recent storms, we getting like 12 to 10 inches of rain in an hour. As a matter of fact, it might not even be like 6 to 8 inches an hour. It may be like 6 to 8 inches a day. That's what he said. What we were supposed to be, what they designed it for to get in the day, we've been getting in an hour. Right. So somebody need to come in and upgrade. So if you got something, but it's going to be expensive, and who pays for that? We do. I'd rather pay for that than some other stuff. If you got to prioritize, if I got to prioritize, what you going to pay for? If I got to prioritize, I'd rather be able to save my stuff and not flood my car, my house, and my house. Yeah. So if there's a priority, I'm not. I mean, I would rather spend the money. Mama blew you up. I would rather spend the money on there. Yeah. Because that's going to help us also in the long run, because at the end of the day, our city is growing and the evolution is going to happen regardless. Right. So yeah. I hear that. So again, y'all, what's on your mind Wednesday? You go ahead. No, go ahead. No, say it. Cause I was gonna let them know what's on your mind Wednesday. So if it's something you want to talk about, put it in the chat or give us a call. Whatever's on your mind, you can give us a call at 727-637-2416. Or if you want to just drop a topic in the chat, put it in the chat and we'll talk about it, because it's what's on your mind Wednesday. This show's all about you today. Yes. Yep. So, and Goldie is in the building. So, yeah. and when we talk about the New Image Project, y'all, we got like a new image. Shout out to Mary and David. Yeah, definitely. No, so, you asked me a question about your perception. Yeah. What about yours? All the time. Okay. Like, I'm always changing my perspective. Because that's been like a saving grace and a survival tool for me in this community work. And I changed my perspective a lot when dealing with people and where they're coming from. Like, because it's like, there's no way that this person can be this upset with me and they don't know me.
Right.
And so if I allow them being upset with me or having a problem with me, to upset me, it's just a downward spiral, and I'm not like with that. So it's just like I've learned to like, because sometimes, you see stuff, people post things or they say things.
It's the issue, not you.
It's the issue. But sometimes they make it me. Like I get emails, as a city council member, you get emails and they'll send you stuff like blasting you as an individual.
You should have known.
And some of them, like, they real good at agitation, right? Because some emails you get and you're like, oh, okay. But some of them, like, they really know how to push your buttons. You know what I'm saying? And I'm reading an email and I'm like, oh, ooh. And then you start having these reactions.
Oh yeah, I seen you ride down 34th Street, and you see how we got to stop, but you ain't put that light right there, and all this other stuff. And then your kids go to that school too, but you don't think that they need to go there. But
I'm telling you. And so you getting all of this, right? and it's off base, totally out of line.
And it ain't even got nothing to do with what they emailing about, but they want to just poke at you.
And sometimes they do a good job. And so in those instances, like, I have to remind myself, like, okay, I'm changing my perspective. I'm changing the way I look at these things. Hold on, Antonio. Keep going. Tell them about the stars and the way they get
okay. So good morning, Miss Teresa. So yeah, stars. If you never sent stars before, just FYI, they are free. If you've never received them from Facebook, your first 200 is free. And then you can purchase them. They are a cent a piece if you already got your free ones. Like any great deal, the more you buy, the cheaper they are. So there's nowhere else you could go in America and get anything for a penny. Like, you used to go to the candy store and get like cent candy. That is completely gone. I don't even think they got 5-cent candy anywhere. Like, I think the cheapest you got is like 33 cent, 15 cent. Like, you can get the little chocolates maybe, but at Wawa's, like the one piece, but like by the time you buy one piece of 33 cents, you might as well should have bought the whole little real deal, because it don't even make no sense. But anyways, so stars. Purchase stars, give them to us. We definitely appreciate it. We're monetized. And yeah, there's other ways that you can donate to the station as well and to the programming. If you want to sponsor a segment, we always say, come on and do that as well. So yeah, help us.
That's right. And T went to the old station.
Oh.
He hasn't been here yet.
Our
Globetrotter World Traveler, Antonio Brown from the Competitive Readers is going to be here after the break, y'all. And he's going to talk about his experience. He went out to the Jennifer Hudson show. Right. Did an amazing interview out there.
So when Jennifer Hudson was a little bit thicker, not the skinny Jennifer Hudson, the thicker Effie.
Okay.
People used to say I look like her.
Like Jennifer Hudson?
Yeah, I don't see it, but other people used to say
Let
it.
me sit back a little bit.
I don't know, not the blonde, not Goldie.
Yeah. Goldie, no.
Not Goldie.
Yeah.
People used to say that, but I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. She pretty. So, I mean.
When you turn that way again. Yeah, I see it right there.
You see it right
there? I see it right there. Oh, right there. Stay right there. And you like to the button. But you got to turn
And actually, you got to have your glasses on. It got to be a real glance.
Okay. Yeah. I caught it real quick. So y'all
somebody else say they see it. I see it.
Okay, appreciate it. So it's What's on Your Mind Wednesday. Okay, that's Tasha say she see it. Yeah. Definitely. Y'all make sure that y'all stick around, because it's going to be an amazing conversation. If you're into positivity, if you're into like what's happening, what's good in our community, positive, uplifting stories, and watching BMWs, black men working.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. BMW, yeah.
Black men. I got some stats for us. And yes. Some good.
Maybe we don't want to take the break.
Like real good stats about black men. And I'll say it right quick.
Okay.
We're gonna get in trouble. But okay, real quick. They were saying how black men, like 85% of black men are still married to black women. Right? Because we always say like they date outside their race. Nope. And then they also say, and we see it and we highlight, like we say, like athletes, people with money also end up taking their money outside. You don't want to leave them for a white girl. But guess what the percentage is of black men that end up still marrying black women with that? 95%. Something like that. Like it's still, so they still bring it back in, but we have the outliers. Yep. That we think and that's who makes the news and the headlines, right? And that's what we see. It becomes the dominant narrative that black men leaving, but really only 5% of athletes and 15% of all black men are actually dating. Which is still higher than the other ones, but they still here with us. But they was just saying what they do. Yeah. The narrative is to make it seem like black men don't want black women, and black women don't respect black men. Yeah. So if that's the narrative, they keep it, they fuel it, and so people start to believe it because they know the downfall of the black family. That's what I've been asking myself. So we're gonna take a break and we're gonna come on back. Deep. And we already 7 minutes after the hour. Yes, we'll be back. Please and thank you. Yes.
Entirely. Now, those are the extreme fears that we have.
The US said that unlike Russian land,
of Palestinian descent. Then we'll look at the
WUJM, St. Petersburg.
Agape Soul's Boutique. High-end boutique looks and quality with affordable pricing. Located at 6025 Martin Luther King Street South in St. Pete. Choose from our amazing selection of stylish, fashion-forward heels, wedges, boots, children's shoes, accessories, and much more. You can shop now and pay later, interest-free with Afterpay. Subscribe to our website and get huge savings on our latest products at AgapeSoulBoutique.com. For more information, call 727-379-1318. Come give your feet the royal treatment and check us out at Agape Soul's Boutique today. Agape Soul's Boutique. High-end boutique looks and quality with affordable pricing. Located at 6025 Martin Luther King Street South in St. Pete. Choose from our amazing selection of stylish, fashion-forward heels, wedges, boots, children's shoes, accessories, and much more. You can shop now and pay later, interest-free with Afterpay. Subscribe to our website and get huge savings on our latest products at AgapeSoulBoutique.com. For more information, call 727-379-1318. Come give your feet the royal treatment and check us out at Agape Soul's Boutique today. Agape Soul's Boutique. High-end boutique looks and quality with affordable pricing. Located at 6025 Martin Luther King Street South in St. Pete. Choose from our amazing selection of stylish, fashion-forward heels, wedges, boots, children's shoes, accessories, and much more. You can shop now and pay later, interest-free with Afterpay. Subscribe to our website and get huge savings on our latest products at AgapeSoulBoutique.com.
Our grasp, unquote, after meeting with Lebanon's parliament and caretaker.
And all of that jazz.
And all of that jazz.
And all of that jazz. And just like that.
We back, we back.
We're back, we're back.
We are back. We back. We back, we back, we back.
Hey.
Hey, and you know what? Welcome you
to the Tampa Bay
Breakfast Club.
Baby. I don't know why, baby.
That's it. Just take it. Take it. Take that. What, you listen
Can we do that? Take that. No.
I think that's
Diddy.
Out of bounds now.
Maybe.
Is it out of bounds? Take that.
I don't know.
I mean, just,
you know what? I'm going to tell you. Yeah. I think talking about the Diddy situation, we saw some bad stuff, right?
Okay.
We saw some bad stuff. We heard some bad stuff. But I want to say kudos to his kids.
Okay.
Because his kids are standing by his side.
Yeah.
Like they
riding with their dad.
They riding with their dad. Yeah, and they're not being disrespectful to nobody else.
Right.
But they just riding with their dad. The Quincy and Christian, the dude, the black guy who got the book.
Okay.
They told him, you got like so many hours to see that book, stop selling
so there's
it.
A book out about
their mama.
Come
in. Yeah, and they said, oh no, you finna stop that right now.
Okay.
Right now. Yes.
And made it happen.
Yes.
Good for you, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just telling you, so before you got in, I don't know if you was listening like early, and we was talking about family babysitters, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Right. And we know we had a family babysitter.
And what we were saying was how the aunties don't just watch the kids no more without getting paid. Like, you could drop, you could drop them off. They, just bring them over here. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's over with.
Yeah.
But we know that like your grandma had to pay, and he was like, well, somebody that was probably free, and I said it was probably me and you, right?
Yeah, because I know it's like if your
Tony
they got somebody in the house.
Right. Yeah, I mean, nowadays it's totally different.
Yeah, it is.
Aunties want to get paid for everything.
Yes.
But and I ain't even mad at it. But see, I'm one of them aunties that'll keep because I don't keep all the time.
Right.
But
okay. So you'll do a solid.
I do. So my god kids, they know they can call me. Like my godparents know that. Like I'm pretty dependable on that. If you call, you need, I'm there. Okay. Right. But I'm not the person that like you can call.
You're not like the default. Like, oh yeah, we know we can call her.
I can be the default in certain situations.
Okay.
Like
when you're not busy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah. But I can put you in my schedule. Like I don't mind. Like if I can put you on my schedule if it's not too demanding. Because I don't have any young kids myself, so I like the freedom.
Yeah.
I'm not like I do adult only parties.
Here we go. That's the not that kind of grandma space, right? Not that kind of grandpa space. Mm-hmm. Because like I hear that like we reserve the right to say no and not like have to get them if we don't want to get them.
So every party I do, every birthday party or trip, I do adults only. If you mad, don't come. I'm sorry. This is my party. I love the kids, but I don't want to party with the kids.
Okay. You ain't doing the Diddy party.
Yeah.
No. But we don't. But
the kids at the party.
Allegedly.
And then they
allegedly
had to go in another room.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah. No Diddy parties, no kids.
Aunties have changed.
Aunties, absolutely. Aunties,
everybody have gotten younger. Yeah, that's what I've noticed.
Well, I think that's because we was having children younger.
Yeah,
and so if you got children younger, you're probably gonna be a grandparent sooner.
It's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility.
But I ain't mad though, because I like being my age right now with the grandchildren.
I have friends that got kids.
I'm loving it, man.
I think it's just a different generation of how we're being brought up. Grandparents took it a little bit more serious.
You're a grandparent. What's?
I take it so serious, right?
Yeah. And the role of being
a grandparent. Yeah. But I also
good morning, Eric.
That's the whole.
Go back home.
That's the joy, and I think that the rub
good
is
morning,
sometimes like when you do drop them off. They're like, well, you supposed to get them. It's like, yeah, I did. I had them.
Right.
But that don't mean I'm supposed to keep them.
I'm
going to say,
I'm done having that anyway, though.
But this is a testimony to the parents because you showed your child how to be a responsible parent. Right? And so Jay is one that, like, Jay is really like his daddy too, right? Okay. But,
yeah.
He don't really play, and he don't care about hurting your feelings when it comes to his baby either.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Right, but he's a great dad.
Yeah.
Like a great dad. Like,
watch this. I'm about to say something, y'all. Great fathers produce great fathers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Here's an example.
Yeah. And we was just before
great fathers are made by great fathers.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes.
Don't use it yet, y'all. We got to trademark that. Great fathers are made by great fathers. That's the tweet of the day, the motivational moment, the New Image Project quote from your brother.
Smart as the new gangster.
Smart as the new gangster.
So since we talking about the smart,
I'm happy to be here, y'all.
The smart is the new gangster.
Yeah.
We have Antonio Brown because we just kind of hopped you in.
Yeah.
Right.
Double Dutch, man.
Yeah. We're introducing to some.
Yeah. Presenting to others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My brother.
We here.
Yeah.
My cousin.
Yeah. A man of many hats, entrepreneur, community champion, and award winning. Yeah.
Because he's been honored by the city.
Yeah, that's right. Sunshine ambassador.
Yeah. A barber teacher, a
master barber, teacher, educator.
Congressional award winner.
Shout out to Kathy Castor.
Yeah,
yeah.
And I like Kathy.
Yeah.
She's so sweet.
She won. She did her thing.
Yeah.
And she recognized people in our community like none other than Antonio Brown.
All right.
All right. And this not the Antonio Brown that played football.
Not that one. No. This St. Pete's own Antonio Brown.
But he did play football. And he was really good at it too.
Yeah, absolutely. Of the Competitive Readers Coalition.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And happy to have you here, man.
I'm happy to be here.
Talk to me, brother. I mean, long time coming. You always got an open invitation, but you've been making the rounds lately, man, with this recent interview that you did. Tell me about tell me about this interview, boss.
Yeah. So, it's funny, man. You do all this work, and you put this time in and you sacrifice so much, you lose so much, and then you get an email.
Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm. From out the blue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I had did an interview with Ant Hill. Shout out to Ant Hill with ABC Action News.
Okay, yeah.
And that interview went national.
Right.
And it touched a lot of people that saw it. Mm-hmm. Like the other interviews that had been done. And just so happened, I had got a call from J Hub producer.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
One of her producers.
Yep.
Got the call, got the emails, read the emails, didn't believe it. Right?
You thought it was scam. Because you be like, wait, hold on.
You filed it with the email from the Nigerian prince.
I did, man. I looked at
it. Your family, you got family over here, and it's $1 million waiting on you.
I just need you to send $500,000.
Sweepstakes and all that, you know what I'm saying?
File it with that, yeah.
So, I had did, the logical thing was the reply back to the email.
Okay.
Right? So I replied back to the email, and Christine decided to set up a Zoom interview with me.
Okay.
Right. So we got together through Zoom.
I'm getting chills because I remember
right.
I remember you was telling me.
Yeah. We got together through Zoom, and she kind of gave me a prelim interview.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
See if you was a good fit.
Yeah. See if I was a good fit for the show.
Yes.
Right.
See what this dude talking about.
And you know, she's like, yeah, I heard about what you're doing out there in Florida and St. Pete, and you know, we think it's really inspirational. We think that you're doing a great job. We want to know if you will be interested in coming on the show. I was like, sure.
Right.
One of the big things that
no expectations.
When I got the call from her though, when I actually talked to her on the phone, my son was there. Right.
Okay.
My son Jalen was there
for the conversation. Yeah.
And he was like, who was that? I was like, yeah, that's the J Hood show.
Casually.
Yeah. Casually. I was like, yeah, man, I'm about to see if I'm gonna go on the show. I've been invited on the show or whatnot.
Right.
And he was like, oh man, that's dope, Pops. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do an interview with them and do the first round. So just so happened I did the interview and it went great.
Mm-hmm.
She says, hey, listen, I'm going to take this back to my producer, my other producers, my head producers, and I'm going to show them and we'll get back with you.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I would say a week later, I got another email. This was while I was during the hurricane, actually.
Okay.
This was during the hurricane. And just so happened I was on Chandra Allison's destination wedding in Jamaica.
Okay, yeah. Right? That's right.
So we had planned this, you know, a whole year. And
shout out to the Urbanairs and the Rangers.
And the Rangers, yeah. So just so happened, you know, that was during the hurricane time. And I was like, when I get back, you know, I'll give you a call and we can, you know, chop it up. So when I get back, it was devastation here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It was kind of bad.
Yeah.
Right.
You got hit with that too, right?
We got hit.
We
got hit at the shop. Yeah. I had to take up some floors and stuff like that.
Right.
But that didn't stop us. Right. So we just went in there and cleaned it up and everything and got back to work.
Right.
But yeah, so you know,
so when you come back, so now this schedule this timeline, I guess that, you know, it's moved back a little bit.
It's moved back a little bit.
Reasons, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I tell them no, I can't come. This, you know, when they wanted me to come.
Okay.
Due to the things that was going on here.
Right.
So,
right.
Just so happened, in that time frame, I had another interview with one of the hair producers, Kareem. So he gave me a call. We did the second interview. He says, you know what, man, we're going to send you the flight information. Okay. All of your itinerary.
They flew you out?
They're going to send you all your itinerary. We're going to send you everything you need to know. Yeah. You know, we're going to have our travel department give you a call. Mm-hmm. We're going to send you a couple of documents, some legal documentation for you to sign.
Okay.
And yeah, man, you're going to be on the show.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Boom, 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 boom.
Wow.
And that's how it works.
Yeah. And
that's how it works.
And now you out in LA.
And now
I hit it.
Look.
Yeah, so it was an amazing and surreal experience.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, I hear that, man. And
I have a question.
Yeah.
Cause you know, the J Hood. Now you don't got no music. Did they do the song for you like while you walk down the hallway?
No, that's more for real celebrities.
Okay.
Not the local celebrities.
Not local celebrities.
I didn't think you got one, but the next time you come in here, we're gonna do a song for you.
Okay.
The next time you come in here,
we got a song right now.
Go ahead. You start.
I be feeling like the man when I walk through. That's what came to mind. We did a song for Tony. That's what came to my head. I be feeling like the man when I walk through. Yeah. That's it. Walk through. But I want to talk about the coalition, because that's what got you out there. Yeah. Like they, I mean, you the man and you handsome brother, but they didn't fly you out there because you cute.
No.
It was the reason that they wanted you to be out there.
Yes.
To talk about it. And so, what was the reason that they wanted you to come out there?
Well, they wanted me to come out there basically to make it aware and to promote the Competitive Readers Coalition, right? To talk to everybody, make it a nationally, present to a national audience, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Our mission, which is to empower young Black boys one book at a time, right? Mm-hmm. And to help build home libraries for them, and to also help with financial literacy.
Right? Okay. CRC Books.
CRCbooks.org.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's our goal. To explain that to Jennifer was an awesome experience.
Yes.
To her audience, it was awesome. I just felt elated, right, to be invited out there to be on her show. And I was nervous as hell.
Did you stay out there a couple of days? Or?
Yeah, I was out there for 2 days.
Okay.
And then, so my flight and, my flight there and my flight home was pretty quick. But as far as my time there, I spent 2 days there.
Right. Okay. Right.
And it was, hotel, studio, back to the hotel.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was real quick. And it wasn't really a long experience.
Yeah.
Right.
It was still one that.
But you was they treat you well though, because
of course. So they put me up, right? Yes, they paid for the flight, they paid for the hotel room, they paid for my chauffeur and my my driver, and got me there. They fed me, you know what I mean, and got me back home. You know what I'm saying?
So they got some fans. You got some more fans, Jennifer, because when you flew our brother out there. If you wouldn't have fed him, we have a problem with you.
We don't get no food, Jennifer.
You got him out here having to feed himself.
Like I always say, we can't win with us, but she put you in a situation that it was a win-win situation. You know, like,
win-win.
You be looking for something. But they had me sitting in the back of the plane.
It was great.
But did they pay for your flight? Right. It don't matter. I don't even like the back of the plane. But no.
What else was that?
You're not, to be able to spread the word.
And I want to say, kudos to you, because I remember when you first started it, because we went through the name change.
Right.
And you remember.
I want to talk about that. The name change has been difficult for me for the last year, right?
Yeah.
So I've been working on that, and some business has been very slow.
I hear that. So let's back up for those who don't know or may just be tuning in. We have Antonio Brown here, the Competitive Readers Coalition,
formerly known
as the Barbershop Book Club.
Yeah,
and right now we're talking about let's talk about the formerly known as why is it formerly known as the Barbershop Book Club?
That's a good question. So I have been getting a lot of traction with the Barbershop Book Club, the name, and a lot of press and different things like that over the years that I have been doing the program. Running the organization and different things like that, community events. So this stuff had been going, viral and going on Google, and you type this stuff in, Google pops up.
Because you're doing amazing work. Yeah.
So a brother out of New York City, the state of New York, also has a program called Barbershop Books.
Okay.
Right. Now, this brother trademarked the word barbershop and the word books to the point that we can't actually use the term
I don't see
barbershop
how that's
and books.
legal, but okay.
So
welcome to
when
America.
We talk about trademarking, right? There's a way that you can actually stop other businesses from actually using your name once you do it.
Yeah.
Some people don't even realize they can trademark the word bicycle.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can trademark anything.
Right. And he trademarked barbershop and books.
Wow. Right. To the point of where his lawyer sent me a cease and desist on the name.
Barbershop Book Club.
Barbershop Book Club.
Wow.
Because it was, I guess they were getting confused with Barbershop Books and Barbershop Book Club.
He got a lot of attention that he didn't want. He wasn't ready for.
What happened? This is when you know you're doing something good. When you're so powerful that somebody who come in and be like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, because if they going over there and he trying to keep them, and then oh no, you weren't who I was looking for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No. Barbershop Books.
No, but this ain't what I was looking for.
Barbershop Book Club.
Right.
And then now he be like, oh
now he thought it because he getting leads that ain't really leads.
That ain't really leads for him.
Okay.
So
kind of like we.
Don't do that. But okay.
So what happened? Over time I sat with this right for a while.
Yeah, because they telling you cease and desist on something.
I remember having a conversation with you at the barbershop about it. Before I did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was just like, should I do it? Should I not? Should I wait? Should I? And having a conversation on of just not knowing what to do at a particular point.
I remember.
Right?
That was the moment.
So you could have kept it and fought it, right?
Yes. I could have kept it and fought it, right? But again, I was in a position to where, I was like, I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
Right. I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
And that's not going to be my focus.
Yeah.
I don't want this to take away from my focus.
Yeah.
And it already has been, because again, people don't realize, ready to do a lot more in the community now with this program.
Yeah. Y'all gonna have to catch the Lakeside Chat to get all of that though.
Yes.
But even with the name change, expands it so that it's not just at the barbershop anymore either.
Well, yeah. So I've been getting a lot of that lately. I've been getting a lot of people telling me that, the name change has been, very advantageous. Advantageous to us with the name change and everything. So, we're working that angle as well, right? So we can go towards young girls now, right?
Okay.
And different things like that.
Right.
And not just Black and brown boys, but all children, right? That have the issue with reading and different things like that. But our main focus is Black and brown boys.
Right. Yeah. And what do you do with them? Just again, for people who may not have seen the interview, this may be their first time tuning in.
They say they love the new name.
The goal is to just help, raise the grade reading level, proficiency levels in our school system. For Black and brown boys, right? To get them to fall in love with reading, to let them know that it's cool, to let them know that adults, Black men, right? We do read, right? We do our research. We do know what we talking about sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
A lot of times, you're talking to these young boys and they look at you crazy. Like you don't know what you're talking about. Like you ain't been nowhere, like you ain't did nothing.
I mean, I was a young boy that was kind of like that.
We all were
at different spaces. And I remember
the first hit of puberty, you just think you know everything.
Yeah, 13, 14, you got it all figured out.
Nah, you know what? Y'all real wrong about that.
But they figuring it out at like 10 now. Yeah, because we're in the information age. And so, they figuring it out a lot sooner because it was like 14 when I figured it out. And I'm like, Pop, I'm good from here. I got it.
All right. And that's another thing.
Only if
I tell you, the stupidest thing we all said, I can't wait to be grown.
Oh my God, yeah.
That's like the stupidest thing anybody can say.
Well, we all wanted to rush. You know what I mean? We wanted to be fast. We wanted to move.
Well, you see, I think it's a combination of things, right? Because there was things that you would do, and then they say, well, you ain't grown.
All right.
And so you're like, okay, well, guess what?
I
can't wait till I'm grown so I can do this thing.
Right?
You know what I mean? That looked like so much fun.
That ain't that fun.
It ain't that fun.
And honestly, if life is done right, you're gonna be adult way longer than you are a child.
Yeah.
Like if life is done right, you know what I mean? How we think it should go, right? Yeah. We have 18 years. And let's say we give them even to like 23, 24. I'd say still a child, like somewhere around there.
Yep. I'm realizing how young 21, 22 is as a grandfather now.
Right. And you 18 as a child, but you still.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of times I still need my mama right now. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny how as history goes on, we continue to push the ladder back?
And say more about that.
So we push the ladder back in what is an adult.
Okay.
And cultures, if you do some research, an adult is 12 years old.
Okay.
An adult is 13 years old.
They have rites of passage and
they
prepare them for different things.
Right. So I will ask you, are we preparing our children to be adults? Or are we continuing to treat them like children?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When, like you said just now, that you're going to be more of an adult longer than you are a child.
Yeah.
Right?
So you need to be prepared to be an adult.
The goal for me as a parent, right, when I was parenting my son, because I was real hard on him.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because the world ain't going to be easy on you.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
I kind of want to provide a tough love for him. That
you're just a tough love kind of person.
I am. And the thing,
you give me tough love,
and it's more so, and it's so much of a love because of
if y'all can see my face behind me.
Yeah.
If y'all can know how much love I be, that comes from.
But I love that though about you, like because we all have our strengths and our ways that we show up, and that's part of what make it work.
Right.
Like you need a brother to be like,
But sometimes I do. So I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
I do agree with you, and so I it's this parenting thing is tricky.
Yeah,
right.
It can be.
It really, and we do the best that we can. Like I can say for me, like even though like Cheyenne probably was a lot more mature than most, just because the path that we took. Right. And I tried to keep her a child as much as possible, but yet she was in adult situations more so than not.
Right.
And a lot of times too, I think the pushback on tough love is you get more tough and not as much love. And so it's just all tough.
Right.
And the love is hard to find. So being able to have that balance with toughness and knowing that it's coming from a place of love.
And that's another reason why I created this organization, man.
Yeah.
Because, the more children read stories about the realities of life, they'll see that those are people that really love them.
That's right.
They'll see that those are the people that really care about them. They'll see that those are the people that really have their best interests at heart. Right. It's not the ones that just say are yes men and agreeing with everything,
what real love look like,
and actually just going along with everything that they want to do.
Right.
Steering and molding a child is very difficult, like you were saying. It's tricky, right? But at the same time, right, you have to actually be the parent.
Yeah.
Right.
You do.
And a lot of times we get caught up with,
trying to be their friend.
How we get caught up with the psychological.
I like how you leaned into Mike and said that, trying to be their friend.
We get caught up with the psychological aspect of if they're gonna still love us.
They is.
which is some of the issues, right, that come up when we have these conversations.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I don't know if they're gonna love me the same. They might not love me. But those things are touchy, right? And those conversations are hard to have. So again, the reason why I put books in front of these young black and brown boys is because a lot of times they don't have the opportunity, or they don't know how to express themselves.
Right.
They have not had a situation or have contact with a story, right, that can relate to something that they have been through but can't express it. Right. But the book helps them be able to write it down. And so dialogue with a parent or something like that, right, in the future.
And I appreciate that. And for those who don't know, so the way that the program works is you do this in the barbershop.
Yeah, they come in the
barbershop.
barbershop.
Come to the barbershop, what happens?
Yeah, so these parents bring the kids to the barbershop, sometimes not even knowing what's going to happen.
Okay,
right? But they would bring the kids to the barbershop, and I would provide them with a book that I feel that was in their age range.
Okay,
right.
Yeah,
and this book had characters with name, image, and likeness in it.
Okay.
So I created a book list where we have a bunch of black and brown characters,
culturally relevant
and related books.
Hold on, caller.
To our audience, right?
Yeah.
And we have a multifaceted clientele.
Yeah.
Multicultural clientele.
Yes, sir.
So when they come in as well, that's another part of the book club that's coming later on.
Yeah.
The aspect of young white boys seeing black characters in books and how that
Hold back, I'm sorry.
Black people don't. You tell somebody to hold on.
I'm sorry.
Hold on 1 second.
Call back. We want to talk to you.
Yeah.
We want to hear from you.
We want to hear you. What's on your mind?
Yeah, definitely call back, please.
please.
But the goal is to to help these young black boys see stories and see images of them, and having good outcomes, having better outcomes than what they may be going through at home.
Right on. And that's what we talk about, the New Image Project, right? And
that narrative,
the narrative and new images, new information, media, arts, graphics, and entertainment. And it's really, when we talk about redefining what's cool, like being smart is cool.
It's cool, yeah.
Like that's the thing. And you're feeding and fostering that.
I have a question. So with the election, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought about this because you focus on black and brown, and I know you want to expand. We also know that with the new administration, they're trying to take away the black and brown and telling the story and all that other stuff. How do you how do you feel about that? Do you think that's going to affect what you're doing?
Well, I don't think it's going to affect what I'm doing, because I started this so long ago that nothing can affect what I'm doing now.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, you got to groove.
I'm in a place right now where I don't think anything can stop the ball from rolling.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So many people have tried. So many people have wanted my downfall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But look here, man.
Another day.
Resilient.
Yeah. No, that's again Lakeside Chat. That's a plug for the Lakeside Chat.
after hours.
You know, this is something that, man, that, you know, is gonna happen regardless.
Yeah,
you know.
But I like how you, and the reason why I asked that, one, because we see it in the school system, but I also like how you're taking it outside of the school system and putting it back on us, right? And so when they not getting in school, they will get at home, and so they can't stop it because it's your program.
Yeah, it's community.
It's the community program, and we always talk about like how other cultures give their families their culture and sit down and give them that, and you're doing that in our community. Like, you're coming back and say, hey, Black and brown brothers, you know, sons, this is what it looked like, this is what a man looks like you're you're feeding them.
Yeah, we're trying to give these images, you know, especially
before they hang up. Hey, caller, introduce yourself.
It's What's on Your Mind Wednesday. We got Antonio Brown from the Competitive Readers Coalition in the building.
Good morning,
what's on your mind?
Hey, what's going on? It's the one and only Mr. Edmund.
What's going on, Mr. Edmund?
What's happening, boy?
Hey, man, I want to just say, Antonio Brown, man, great inspiration, great story. Appreciate you for all you're doing, man. Thank you for inspiring not only the children to read, but inspiring other brothers to go out and do big things in the community, man. I'm going to let y'all have the rest of my time, but I just want to salute you.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, Mr. Edmonds. Thank you for the call, bro.
Right on.
That's love.
It is.
Now, he wasn't the one who hung up, because that's a different
That's somebody else. Yeah.
But call back, whoever that was, the first call. Go ahead.
And you're listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club right here on 99.1 FM, 99 Jams the Bird. And we do rely on the support of listeners like you to help us keep the shows that you love on the air, keep the doors open, lights on, and all of those good things. And also to keep us independent, y'all. You know, we have a lot of opinions and a lot of views, but because of your support as the community, it allows us to be free, so we don't have to worry about the cancel culture. We ain't got to worry about being canceled as long as y'all support us.
And we love the emails, we love the texts, we love the questions, we love that. Here we stir up stuff like we're the Memphis,
as it need to be.
Like we're the Memphis over here, like kind of like. You got a question?
Yeah, the disruptors. Yeah.
But you need to have those in there, right? Yeah. You know, and so again, back to you.
So please support us. You can do that by going to 99jamstheberg.com. Back to you, T.
Regular scheduling, programming.
And so crcbooks.org. And for those who would like to support the program, what are some opportunities for people in the community to help with what you're doing?
Well, they can they can write a check and send that to our home office.
And we all shared that link, so you can find it, click on it.
Yep.
Right?
Okay, thank you.
We have a book list, right? So a lot of people want to donate us books, right?
Okay.
And one of the things I want to tell people is thank you. We definitely appreciate it, right?
Right.
But what we realized was in the first few years we started the program was that donated books, people like to donate all types of books to us that are not related to our program's mission.
Yeah.
Right. And like to give us books, you know, out of the garage. You know what I'm saying? Old stuff like that. And a lot of used books, right? That look like they've been, they were
well read. These have been well read books.
And those books have been, you know, they're much appreciated. However, you know, when we deal with this program, right, we like to give our young boys brand new books.
Yeah.
Right. Something
because you're also not only reading to them, but you're helping them build a library.
That's right. Yeah. We're helping them build a library, right? Yeah. So if anybody's going to well read it, we want them to be.
That's right.
That's right. We want them to read it multiple times and
put their stamp on it.
And maybe pass it down to their kids.
Right. Or, you know, a lot of times they have brothers and sisters that they can read to. Right. They can practice at home and read to their brothers and sisters and siblings as well. So
I got to tell you just a personal story. My grandson, and this is grandson number 4, the baby boy. His mom ended up getting a book from the book club. I think it might be Brown Boy Joy or something like that. And she was like, you know, because she got him a little library and all of that kind of stuff. But she was like, the book that he got from the book club, like that was his book.
That was his book.
You know what I'm saying? Like he wanted to read that book.
Yes.
You know, and it just made me smile because I'm like, you know, when she said, that's that book he got from the book club. He loved that book. He loved it. And it's like, that's the mission. That's the point. That's the purpose, is to give them materials that is not going to be C-spot run, and they're going to be looking at like, okay, that ain't, I don't see myself in this.
That's right.
But to be able to see these culturally relevant books where you see yourself and you want to read it. Like she'll allow him to go grab his own book, and he grabbed the book that he got from the book club. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And we're changing the narrative, right? Because you look at it, if the black and brown boys are reading books instead of out in the street, you know what I mean? And then you're making that cool about that and not hanging out doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing. Just think, all you need is one friend to say, come on over here. Oh, this is a good book to read. And you see that them thriving and something like you got one friend that can pull you either way.
That's right.
Right.
That's
and
true.
The more people that we put in the situation where they can pull people the positive way is a great thing. Hey, Colin, introduce yourself.
Good morning, everybody. It's Eric Jackson, Store 727. How y'all doing this morning?
Good morning, Jackson. Thank you for calling.
Another great man in the community.
Yes. What's on your mind?
It's a pleasure, man. The CMV, y'all had to cut the Facebook off so I can call, but AB, Antonio Brown, I just want to say and give the flowers. I want to thank him for being such an inspiration, not just to them kids, but bro, you got a whole nother category of fans. And this is I call it the re-identifying brothers.
Yeah.
The ones who have flipped the script and we have shared the stories, and seeing you just show the love to other brothers is what's really attractive about you, bro. Let's talk about your gift and your skills from the story. From our perspective, we invited Mr. Antonio our first summer camp.
Mm-hmm.
The first time he came in, the other kids, we're looking at the boys, and we've been working. Me and Steve, we were working on the guys, and Antonio came in, and they was kind of hesitant, and he worked with them, he grabbed them, but they didn't participate like we wanted them to.
Yeah.
So we had them come back before the camp was over.
Okay.
They was just watching and wanting, but not knowing how to move that first time. The second time, it was ridiculous. Everybody grabbed the book.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to sit there in that line. Edge me up. I'm going to talk. And the way his tactics is just amazing.
Yeah.
And I anybody who needs this man right here, man, please, y'all get him. Y'all need some help connecting with them kids, because only a certain group of people, y'all, we don't need no degrees.
Yeah.
Only a certain group of people can touch some of these kids. And Antonio, you one of them, man, and I don't want to take up no more time, man. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you so much, Eric.
So callers, callers call in, because my goal today, I want to see a tear come down his eye.
Cry like a man.
Coming. Maybe it's just me, because
I gotta listen to what he's saying. I'm listening,
but I
appreciate
honestly,
that, brother. For real, you doing a lot too, brother, and I want to give you your flowers too, Mr. Jackson.
Yes,
for sure, man. With Story 727, you and your brothers over there, man, y'all doing some amazing things as well. With the work that you guys are doing, I want to salute you guys as well, man.
But go ahead.
No, just with kind of taking that wave, because I think he brought up something that was very valid and good point about your approach and the way that you engage, with youth.
Yes.
And how did you develop that to be able to speak to them and engage with them to get them to accept what you're offering?
So it had a lot. I had a lot of practice.
Yeah,
I had a lot of practice. I got a 24-year-old son.
No, I want to say that I think we overlooked that.
Yes,
like you think you can just wake up and start working with kids?
No.
These kids need some, and so you going to get in front of them and teach them all the stuff that you know, and you wonder why they nodding off in your class, or they like not trying to hear what you got to say.
But you know what? People can't really.
Practice.
It takes practice, and it takes passion.
Yeah. So and what comes from the heart goes to the heart.
So people don't, like you was talking about earlier, Key. My grandmother kept kids my whole life.
Okay.
I grew up with people I didn't know my whole life, brothers and sisters and people and cousins I didn't know, and my whole life, but I grew up with them.
Right.
So that made them family to me.
Right. That's right.
So
hold on, Paul.
What's on your mind Wednesday? We got Antonio Brown from the Competitive Reader Coalition in the studio. Caller, what's on your mind?
This is what comedian Damian Davis, man. I was trying to call the first time I had to go use the bathroom. But hey, Antonio, man. Hey, man, I've been watching it from the beginning, bro. Iron sharpen iron, bro. I appreciate all the good words to me. Bro, I'm extremely proud of you. And I want to just share this to everybody. Mr. Brown, and I never said this to him. But what made me respect the how he did, because us as black men that started in the village.
Yeah.
I went and got a $75 haircut from this brother. It was the best haircut I ever had. Everybody in the world talked about this haircut for 2 weeks until my hairline fell off and I went back to the right place. But with that being said, I was in this barbershop cracking jokes. So the young cat next to me, I was like, "Damn, who is this?" He's like, "Oh, this is my son." And his son was in the chair, and he like, "Yeah, man, I'm keeping this thing right here with my son watching me, cause this is what I'm gonna lead to him."
Right.
And that out of the it's great what he doing with the club. That's phenomenal. That's global. But it just showed, man, to start in the village, man, we got to start with our kids and branch out and be that olive branch. When you do it in the home and take it out, well, man, you knocking it out the park. God bless you, brother. Everything you got coming to you and that came to you is well deserved, and many more to come.
Oh man,
love you, bro.
Thank you, David. Thank you, brother. Love you too, brother. Appreciate the flowers, man. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you too, brother. Thank you, man.
The $75 haircut.
Well, you got to go up, man, when you ain't charging for these kids.
And that's the thing. And I seen on the interview with Jennifer Hudson, you said like kids haven't paid for a haircut in your barbershop in a long time.
Yeah, by 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah, I haven't charged, for children in 7 years, right?
Yeah.
So so just imagine, people. I cut over 1,400 kids last year.
Yeah.
Without charge.
Yeah. Come on now.
Yeah.
That's a cost. That's a cost associated with that.
That's over $22,000 worth of haircut.
Right.
So, whether it's done by me or not, you know what I'm saying? The goal is to get as many barbers as we can to get on this level, right?
Okay. That's another. So going back to like how you can get involved. So as an individual, you can go to crcbooks.org.
Yes.
You can make a donation. You can sponsor a package, because it's like you can buy so many haircuts and so many books.
Right. So like 24 free haircuts, 24 free books.
There you go.
Child gets per year.
Yeah.
Right. So you bring your child in twice a month. They get 2 books and 2 free haircuts per year. So
yeah. We need your help, community, to keep that going, right? Because we're talking about being independent. We're talking about like overcoming self-sufficiency, consistency, sustainability,
growth, right?
Yeah,
we talk about growth.
That's right.
So a lot of us don't realize how non-profit organizations run, how they work, right?
Oh no, you think you start a non-profit and everybody give you money?
No,
yeah,
no. People, I had to pull out my own pocket at first.
That's right.
I had to come on my own.
Usually, whenever you start, you got to invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Because people don't take you serious if you don't show what you did.
I had to invest in my own dream, and this dream right here that I envisioned, right? I had to invest in it, right? Yeah. So buying the books, buying the equipment,
the shelves, the space, creating
the space, changing my whole dynamic in my barbershop.
Yeah.
See, people don't realize the changes that I had to make.
That's true.
And how evolved I had to get, right? And things that I had, and this is what I talk about, the sacrifice and losses and things like that, right? I lost a lot of clientele starting this program.
Because they ain't trying to come into the barbershop and you got a bean bag and ABCs on the floor.
They don't want to see that. The man don't want to see that.
Even the moms who was bringing it, they didn't want, like the parents didn't want their kids to read at first. Because again, if you can't read, right? Yeah. If you was a person, the adult that struggled with reading, and now you know your child can't read really, and you don't know how to give them the tools, but you don't want them to feel embarrassed how you was.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about that, T, about like, because I remember we talked about it, about how, when you have a child in the chair for the first time, you give them a book and they start to read and they're struggling. Some of the reactions of the parents. Would you mind talking a little bit about how you navigated that and what was some experience with like parents who watch their children struggle with reading?
So let me go back a little bit first, and then I come back to that, right? So we were, before the caller called in, we were talking about my son and that, right? How I got to a point
how you able to
handle it, right?
Yeah.
So I want to touch on that real quick. Okay. So how I'm able to actually
like capture their attention and engage
with these kids is more so of the practice that I have with my son, right?
Okay.
Understanding what really touched him and what didn't affect him.
Yeah.
You know,
and
understanding that, you know, we live in a world right now of entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
We live in a world right now of superficial, you know, realities.
True.
Right.
True.
And what I wanted my son to realize is that, you know, it's a real world out here beyond that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And, you know, when I talk to young boys, I talk to them like I'm more so like a big brother, like their father.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And a lot of these young boys don't have fathers at home.
Okay.
So that's how I'm really able to connect and build a rapport with them. It's more so of me, you know, being that, you know, consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
When the parent make the appointment,
you coming. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's more so about being that constant in these boys' life. And when you're a constant, right, you're consistent, you know, they tend to pick up a little bit more each time they come in.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
They tend to pick up a little bit more each time they come in. They want to learn a little bit more.
Yeah.
They want to ask another little question. They want to, you know, read another book. They want to see what book that I grab for them. So it's more so of the motivation and encouragement from not saying a whole lot, but being consistent in the presence, right, of these young boys' life as well. So, you know, I'm able to cut their hair, make them look good, right?
Yeah.
I'm able to talk to them about relatable situations, right, that I know that they've been through, because I'm not only a black man, I've also been a black son.
Yeah.
I've been a black, you know, a cousin.
One who hasn't forgotten that you were that.
Yes,
because you got some black men who forgot that they was black children.
Yeah, I was a black son. So
like, you forgot that you was once a young black male. Right?
So it's not for me to judge these young boys right now.
Yeah.
It's for me to help steer them, right, or put seeds into their brains, right, that I'm going to help water down the road, right? As long as you keep coming to this shop, right, you can start from age 1, right? So I just started coming out my godson, my nephew, and I've been giving him books before he was giving his parents books before he was born.
Yeah.
Right. So that they could read to him and stuff like that. But he just started coming in. But you know, the thing is, you know, I read to these kids majority of the time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I read to these boys when they come into the shop. I help them with vocabulary. I help them with pronunciation. I talk to them about fluency, right? And things like that. So, and the importance of it, right? So, you know, yes, I'm a barber, but I'm also an instructor at P-Tech too, right?
Yeah,
now.
That's right.
So
that's right.
I just so happened to get that position last year to be able to go out there and also to incorporate my skill set with students, right? That want to actually become barbers in the community. Now, I also get a chance to promote what I do in the community, right? And I had an opportunity to bring them out to an event we just had at the St. Pete Lit Fest.
Okay, yeah,
right? And we
that's
did
right.
free haircuts out there.
Shout out to L'Oreal and everybody who's involved with that. Yeah.
So again, we have a proclamation for that day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a city annual city event. So yes, shout out to L'Oreal, Culture Books. We love her.
Yeah.
And all the work she's doing. But you know, as a parent, man, it's real hard to see how some of these young men, some of these young boys, they act, right?
Yeah.
It can be embarrassing for us, right? To look at, right? And it's hard and painful, right? Because we know that, you know, a lot of times they just don't have the right direction.
Right.
And
most times,
when you come into the barbershop, our goal is to provide the right direction, the right atmosphere, right, and a place where you can feel safe and you can talk to us, right?
Yeah.
Because we have conversations in the shop between us men, right?
That's right.
And we don't always agree. Right?
Yeah.
We created a space where we can disagree and we still be like, all right, bro, I'll see you next time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dap it up.
Everything don't have to be an argument.
You walk out. And even if it is, you walk out and it ain't.
It don't have to be beef afterwards. Like you can argue and it don't have to go beyond the disagreement.
We talking perspective. We started with perspective.
I think the young men see a different side of emotion when they come into the shop.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's a different level of masculinity, emotion, right? And testosterone and different things like that. So we can get riled up and be able to sit there and listen to somebody else, you know, get their point across, you know what I mean? Even though we might be fired up. And another, it's just being able to be sociable, right? In an environment.
It's called emotional maturity too, right?
Right.
And teaching
and
that
intelligence, right?
Right.
And we have a space where, we provide that, what I'm saying? Right. And a lot of times, mothers sometimes may not understand that.
Okay. Right? Like what's happening in here?
Yeah. They might not understand that dynamic. So they may.
Can we all just bring it down a little bit?
So they may feel frightened, or they may be alarmed by that, right? Because that's not an environment that they're used to.
You hearing lions roaring?
So
if you walk in the jungle,
yes,
and that's a lion in here roaring,
and that's what a barbershop is. It's like a jungle where lions come to
you can't wake up a lion meowing like a pussycat.
Right.
You got the roar.
So we want these young boys to be lions when they grow up.
That's right.
Mature, smart, intelligent, you know what I'm saying? Cultured, right?
Mm-hmm.
Having the morals, right, as well.
That's right.
And be able to get your point across without, pulling a gun or getting violent or, result into something to, that's gonna
it's showing you real manhood.
Yeah, for
you know
real.
What I mean?
Real man, because you think that when you talk about masculinity, you think that you have to be the most dominant one, like the one that physically. And it's something.
It's funny.
Go ahead.
Because
we got 3 minutes, y'all.
It's funny because lions can walk into a room and know there's other big lions in there.
Yeah.
Other predators.
Other predators
and not, and don't lose yourself.
So, and we understand that, at one wrong turn, this lion can attack.
Right.
So we as men, we are cautious with the things that we say out our mouths to each other majority of the time, because we know that that's a lion.
That's right.
Yeah.
We know that's a lion. You see what I'm saying?
You tip your hat, you salute.
Yeah. It's a respect thing.
Right. She said, and he encourages them to read where he can hear them.
That's right.
Which helped my grandson with public speaking. Thank you.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we got to
So listen, we're gonna do a lakeside chat with Mr. Antonio Brown.
Yes.
We're gonna go in depth, and we won't have the barriers of time. Yeah.
We'll be able to run it.
We'll be able to run it, and I'm looking forward to that conversation, man.
Yes.
Remind people again of how they can support, what they can do, where they can go to get information about the Competitive Readers Coalition. And
so we're looking for sponsors. We're looking for partners. Now that everything's in order, you can go to crcbooks.org. You can sponsor a child, or you can write us a check and send it to 2325 Central Avenue, St. Petersburg, Florida. Make the check out to the CRC Inc. Right? The CRC Inc. Nice. That way you don't have to write the whole Competitive Readers Coalition on the check. That will be deposited into the check for the children, for our donations, for books, and free haircuts.
Right on, man.
All right.
I love that. that.
Final thoughts,
man. Thank you again for all that you're doing, man. I'm just always proud, always pleased, and the impact.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because it's one thing to be busy, but it's another thing to be productive.
Mm-hmm.
And I see you have a product. Yes. That you can point to. We're going to talk more about that in the Lakeside chat, about the results of the program and the gains that these children are making. So continue to believe and do good, man. That's my thought.
Be the change you want to be, and that's who you are, right?
Yes.
Like most people who come in here and sit down, who have success stories, consistency, and being consistent and persistent is what it is. Like, you have to see the sunshine at the end of the road. You got to see the light at the end of the road. And a lot of people get discouraged, and then you listen to the noise and telling you, oh, this might not work. But when you have a vision, God gives it to you. And you then follow the path. And when you follow the path that you are supposed to do, and you let your passion lead you regardless of everything else, the ups and downs, this is what you get at the end, right?
Yes.
So I want to say congratulations. I'm super proud of you.
Appreciate it.
And like I'm about to tear up myself, right? To make it proud. Because somebody who I spent my whole life with. And to see him, because I see him fight so hard, and then you hear like, you know, like, so kudos.
You want to sit down with the chat? You want to come to the chat?
I'm super proud. Even though he think he my big cousin, you know what I mean?
I know I'm the youngest cousin. I'm the youngest.
But he the biggest.
I just know his heart and his fight, and it's well deserved. Right, and so stay tuned for Sister Hughes.
Make you lose your shoes and shout all around the house. Right. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, y'all. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
I'm Antonio Brown.
And we out.
All right.